wish when I was in university, I had the opportunity to attend something like this. That would have made such a huge difference and probably know what I ended up doing and the contacts that I made. The only friends I had in university were the ones that I was in class with. So at least you guys are going to get to meet other people today, which is great. Okay, so I'll start with a question. Anyone can answer, like, why did you guys decide to study law? I've already spoken to John, who's sitting in front here, but anyone else wanna tell me, or tell everyone, why did you guys decide to study law? Yes?
I was bad at maths.
Bad at maths, okay. Same here. Oh, sorry guys, let's give someone the floor, please.
Passion and money.
Passion and money, that's good. Yeah, that's more or less one more person. Any ladies wanna fathom? Come on girls, don't let me down. Yes?
Because it's functional in your day-to-day life.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, so, yes, one more for girls, I can't say no.
Because it was interesting, when I see this guy, also how they dress, it was like, oh my God, I want to dress like that.
Jordan does like Harvey Specter. Jessica, I love her wardrobe. Okay. Great. So we have people, that are doing this for, what seems like the right reasons. And who is fortunate enough to be at the best university in South Africa? Who goes to University of Pretoria? Okay, maybe there's no one here. So okay, just shortly, I finished my LLB in 2010. And I was really lucky. I got to go to the best university in South Africa. Then after that, 2011, I started my articles at a big firm in Sandton. They don't pay me to advertise for them, so I won't tell them which one it was. And while I was there, I discovered mining law, and I really enjoyed all the aspects of it. Mining encompasses so much of the society. There's the social aspect, there's health and safety, there's environmental, there's regulatory. It was really, really interesting, and I really believe that the mining sector is a sector that can be a lever to pull this country out of poverty and actually help with things like literacy, because the legislation is great, but there's still a way to go in terms of there's market conditions you can't control, as well as just general compliance. And in that time working at the firm, I really enjoyed the work, but I just felt like this environment, the law firm environment, this couldn't be as good as it could get. There had to be something better. There had to be a better way of practicing and doing law. So in 2013, I submitted my resignation with no job prospects. I was just like, in faith, hallelujah. And then I miraculously met this guy who I ended up working for. He was working on projects in oil and gas and mining in DRC, Rwanda, and Mozambique. That was a really great opportunity to see how people, to look at the legal landscape in other African countries and get an understanding of how, the government climate is in, different African countries outside of South Africa. So I really enjoyed that experience. And then while I was working there in Jan 2014, a friend of mine called me in a panic. She had a huge project she had to do, a due diligence for a state-owned entity. They're not my client, so I'm not going to advertise for them as well. And so I started on the project, and I opened a company, I just registered this company called Logistics Legal Consulting. I thought the name was like funny to me, but so that was that. And I had the privilege of doing that with my dad, who's also an attorney, and he's also here today. And then I just started this and just put it in the back drawer. But what I knew was that I felt that this was going to be the better way for us to get into law, a different way, working as a consultancy, not as a law firm, because I'm not sure how much you guys, as you probably know about law firms, they're highly regulated by the Law Society of South Africa, and it makes it very strict. The rules are very strict in terms of how you can engage with your clients, the way you need to run your practice. And the thing is, when a client has a challenge, they don't need all of that. What they need is an expert who's going to come in and solve their problem. And that's what we are as Logistics. We're an alternative legal services provider. and we are pioneering this model of legal consultancies. In the country, there's probably 3 other consultancies apart from us, and I know each of them. Personally, I've consulted for most of them. So when it comes to the legal consultancy space, I'm probably one of the most knowledgeable people on this model in the country, having done this basically since 2014. And I think that's one of the things that I want to talk about with you guys today, is just giving you 3 things that, you know, in my journey that I've learned, and things that I have been really important to me in building up this business and starting this model. Right now, there's 3 of us that, because we have a consultancy model, so just to explain it quickly. So there's 3 of us who are full-time directors in the business, and then we have another 4 or 5 attorneys that are consultants. So whenever we need additional skills, you know, in different sectors, we scale up with them and we build up our team from, you know, 3 to 8. And they plug into our system, plug in, do the work, and then they go on their way afterwards. And I feel that's much easier, it's much more convenient, our overheads are much lower, which makes us, you know, more competitive than the stock standard structure of a law firm. And this model is really recognized overseas. It's just that, you know, we still have a long fight to fight with the powers that be to, you know, get ourselves recognized in the space as well. So the 3 things I want to leave you guys with quickly are, firstly, you must dare to be different. You know, coming up with a model like this in the climate that we are in hasn't been easy, you know, trying to pioneer something, but we know that, you know, the time is going to come. Clients' needs are changing, you know, the market is changing. We're in the time of Uber, we're in the time of Airbnb, you know, where it's, you know, plug in, plug and play, you know, that's it. And I really believe that legal services are also going to go the same way. So you must dare to be different, and it's okay for you to, you know, to swim upstream. It's hard, but the results will be worth it. I mean, right now I can't be like, oh, we're in 10 different countries, but I mean, catch me in a few years, and we can say that. But it also, you know, comes with, you know, having partnerships with companies like Standard Bank that create opportunities for companies like us to, you know, to do some work with them and also grow our portfolio. And secondly, when I started, secondly, the thing is keep in touch. Everyone in here, the person you're sitting next to, in 30 years' time, it might seem like a long time now, but like, guys, I finished university 7 years ago. It doesn't feel that long ago. So in 10, 20 years' time, the person sitting next to you could literally be the CEO of Standard Bank. And you want to be able to make that call and get that favor, or ask for that loan, or whatever it is that you need. So you really need to keep in touch and build up your network. That's one thing they probably didn't tell us during articles, that the people that you went to university with, I mean, one of the reasons I'm here today is because the girl I went to university with, she's actually now working here at Standard Bank, and she contacted me, she's like, hey, we need someone to help us out with this, can you do it? That was because, you know, of that network. So you definitely all need to keep in touch. That's one of the ways that you build your portfolio as well, you know? So that's a piece of advice. Like they say, your net worth will be determined by your network. So keep in touch with each other. And lastly, get involved. And I mean, it's so great that you guys actually took your Saturday morning. I mean, like, sleep is great, and it was like 104. But you guys took your Saturday morning and you're here, which shows that, you know, you're involved. Like, don't be passive. You must participate. Even when you get a job, it's gonna be so easy to be like, I already work 9 to 5. Like, I don't have time for it. I want to catch up on Isi Baya. Like, no, I don't want to come out like during the weekend doing extra things. But those things are really important. Being involved with SAPWELL or, you know, Black Management Forum or whatever other, you know, your professional bodies, environmental law associations and things like that. Participate with non-profits, give your skills to, you know, non-profits, do company secretarial work, you know, just whatever it is, those things go a long way because people want to see, still, not like now in university that you're like a well-rounded person. You must always be a well-rounded person. So for me, those are the things that have really, you know, made a difference in my journey since university till now. And I think if anything else, like, you know, just take that away, just really participate, get involved, be known, not just like social media famous, but people should know you for like your expertise, excellence, and just commitment. And then in closing, just all the best of your studies, because you need that, especially that for me, third year was like law of things, guys. It's a miracle. And I'll just quote one of my female heroes, Eleanor Roosevelt, and she said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." So, take that, follow your dreams, chase them passionately, and enjoy the rest of the day. Have fun.